not I got married, but we got married. My wife and I got married here in the church. Not only did we get married here at the church, but my wife has been a member of the church since birth, you know. And I came along when I married her. And as far as the church actually being moved, I'm so happy that it wasn't destroyed, demolished, you know. And that's one thing that I say about Augusta sometimes, is that we tend to tear down those significant structures in our community rather than trying to restore them.
And we were married at Payne College 19 years ago when the church had been displaced and the new church had not been built as of yet. So as far as my reaction to the church is, I'm glad to see the church is still going to be preserved, you know, not just torn down and nothing but old rubble, you know, because there's a lot of history that's here. I mean, you're looking at 100 and something years of history. The church, Trinity Church, CME Church has been out for 176 years, but you know, this is where everything really actually started. James Brown used to come through here quite often. He was very active in the church. You know, I looked at pictures of him back in the 1970s, and he said, "Is that James Brown?" And he was involved with the youth choir, you know, and he would come by sometimes at Easter and just sing a song.
We draw all the lines on the ground so we can tell exactly where we want to go with it, and then we just follow the lines. It's high school physics. Probably the first day out onto the parking lot, we probably made about 75 feet. And then once we did that, we did the show on Wednesday morning for the media, which we just rolled. We were all set up and just ready to roll, so we rolled over to across the rest of the way across the parking lot and onto where the grass started. And then we spent a whole day of building ramps to cross the road. We've been doing this a long time.
How long have you been doing it?
About 44 years. My sons, the two sons over here, they're fourth generation at this. And I did change some stuff about my initial layout. I planned, because of the narrow telephone poles on the other lot, I planned to turn it 90 degrees, drive across the road, and then turn it back 90 degrees. And I changed that. That's a normal thing. We balance the building, and you know, we eyeball where we think everything's going to go, and then once we have it on hydraulics, we can tell exactly what all the pressures are, and we had the pressures with it all the way around within just a couple of hundred pounds. So we weighed a little over 400 tons. Next week we're going to come in and level the building. Right now it's just a little bit out of level, but we'll level up the building, get the dollies out from under it. We'll let it down as far as I can without going through the footings. And we've got some piers to pour underneath, so we got a little bit of foundation work footing work to do for the foundation. And once I get all the dollies out and it down, then we're going to bring in some masons and build a foundation underneath.